And look how thin they made my hair. Look at this. Look at this. They're terrorists talking in my head. They're burning my scalp and making my hair fall out. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. I'm posting pictures to my Facebook page of the last time they made my hair fall out. Chunks and chunks. They're psycho and they're laughing. They're taking control of me. They're taking control of me. They're taking control. 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 They're taking. Ah! 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 He's hurting me! He's hurting me! In the midst of my pain! They're laughing! They're laughing! They're laughing! They're murdering me! They're murdering me! They're suffocating! Ah! Ah! They're suffocating me! They're suffocating me! They're suffocating me! They're Egyptian American Muslim women. They're talking in my head. They're talking in my head. He's trying to get me in a car accident. They're taking control of me. He saw a car coming and he lifted my foot off of my brake. I swear to God, they're terrorists talking in my head. They're taking control of me. They're trying to get me to commit suicide. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They're talking in my head. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They're talking in my head. They're talking in my head. They take control of me. They take control of me. They take control of me. The bitches take control of me. They're talking in my head. They're taking control of my car. They're trying to get me in an accident. They're talking in my head. They're making my face swell. They made my hair fall. They're suffocating me. He's making my back hurt. You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand. And they make me dizzy all day! All day! He's taking control of my vehicle because his whorebag wife is a fucking terrorist bitch and she belongs in a casket! They're talking in my head! They're talking in my head! They're talking in my head! They're serial killers. The women are serial killers. They need to be sentenced to death. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They're talking in my head. They're murdering me. They're trying to force me to commit suicide. All their cases, either somebody died by accident or they either died by accident or they're the ones that their dads aren't doing. Their dads are doing the cases where they hit Mark and Jacob with a car. And their dads are the ones who are doing like the crazy stuff. But everything else, these bitches are trying to say people committed suicide. I swear to God, every case that involves these terrorists and wannabe investigation with this war weapon, the people so-called committed suicide or died by accident. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They're talking in my head. 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 Their dads shot D'Lo, one of my ex-husband's friends, in the head and murdered him in front of his 2-year-old daughter Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve. They use this weapon. They use the weapon that they're using to talk inside my head. Their dads are committing crimes so that they can remain behind the weapon, and their whoreback daughters and their psycho sons are pretending that they need to investigate those cases. I want them sentenced to death. They keep calling me that bitch in my head. They're suffocating me. Slow me down from getting ready for my open house. They're pulling on these muscles right here. They're hurting me. The voices in my head are hurting me. The voices in my head are hurting me. They're American Muslim women terrorists. They're hurting me. 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 The voices in my head are 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 hurting me. Good morning. How are you? Good. Yes, I did. And you? Yeah, neither did we. We went to my mom's house. She was right above the lake, and we just walked her somewhere back here. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Well, it's nice seeing you. You too. Hi, babies. Come on, babies. They're psycho. The terrorists talking in my head are psycho. They're talking in my head. They're hurting me. They're hurting me. They're hurting me. The voices in my head are hurting me. They're trying to get me to commit suicide. They're terrorists talking in my head. They're trying to get me to commit suicide. They keep saying, okay, piece of shit. Okay, you this. They suffocate me to try and change my voice so it sounds like someone's responding to me. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They're talking in my head. They're murdering me. They're murdering me. They're hurting me. I'm forgetting what I'm trying to do. They're playing with my head. They rewire my mind. Here, baby. Come here. Hi, Cece. Come on, man. Hi, Nico. Why do you have to sniff her butt? They're hurting my back. They're compressing they're making the muscles compress and tighten up so that my back hurts. So that it presses, it makes my spine compress on the discs and they bulge. They're Egyptian American Muslim women. They're Egyptian American Muslim women. They're Egyptian American Muslim women. Terrorists talking in my head. Get off of me! I said I'm not fucking gonna stop saying it. It's the women, they're the problem. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They made my hair fall out. Look at this. Look, he's making me trip and trip on things and making me fall over. I can't keep my balance. Look at this.